What's up, everyone? Welcome to Boston's Back Bay. It's Easter weekend, Saturday, April 8th, 2023. Time right now is about 3:30 p.m. and it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius. I'm on the steps of the famous Boston Public Library building, right here. And I figure on this Saturday afternoon, we'll explore the Back Bay a little bit. Maybe wander into the residential area of Back Bay that I didn't really get a chance to walk through as much as I wanted to last time. It's a busy day here in Boston. I hear Cricket says, "Yay, another Boston walk. Glad you're having good weather." Yeah, the weather warmed up. This morning it was near the freezing point here in Boston. But it's warmed up and everyone's out right now, having a good time. Robert loves this area, I do too. This is Boylston Street. A lot of high-end shopping is around here, and it's also famous for its brownstone buildings. Oh, Det Riggs, thank you for that info about the building that was closed. That was the live stream I did before the last one, where I tried to walk past Congress Street and there was a detour. But I figured out why. There's even a lot of car traffic around here. Look at this. Oh, by the way, folks, if you're in the Boston area and are wanting to get around, there's a service change on the subway today. The last stop on the Orange Line is North Station, and there's shuttle buses that you need to take to replace the Orange Line. You can also take the Green Line to serve nearby stops as well, but this is just a FYI. No stops between Back Bay and North Station on the Orange Line. But you can take the Green Line to nearby stations and walk. And because the Orange Line was shut down, it caused a lot of traffic and crowding on the Green Line, just letting you know. The Green Line wasn't really meant to hold as much capacity as the heavy rail train. Debbie O'Connor watching from New Zealand. Are you back living in New York? Has seen your last few videos from there again. I have a few videos there. I spend a lot of time in New York, but I don't call that my home.
Come on, man.
They're doing a lot of construction here. Det Riggs says, friendly reminder, scaffolding across the street is for the Boston Marathon. They're preparing for the Boston Marathon this early already.
It was really good. Dude was from Nashville.
This is the either the starting line or the finish line here.
Them together. And then there was like a whole bunch of security concerns. So there was like it was a mini gauntlet.
Brad 2023 says this reminds you of Brooklyn. Yeah, it's very similar to Brooklyn around here, especially when you see the architecture. Vito Scaletta with $1.99. AK, can you do a Boston accent? I can try, Vito. Wicked pissa, yo. Let's get a Boston clam chowder. And then I gotta do the cringy one, even though I don't like to do it. Pocket car in Harvard Yard. Wicked pissa, man. Get some drinks with some bubbler. Maybe get a sub. I can't do the legendary Boston accent. All this traffic is being caused by that construction for the Boston Marathon, I guess. That's right, Robert, you can't park your car in Harvard Yard. It's only for pedestrians. unless you're the staff of the Harvard University or like police or something that has special privileges to park there, then general public can't park there. Vito says good attempts. Yeah, I tried. I mean, even among the people who live here, the Boston accent is harder to come by because what happened is there's a lot of immigration here and people who move to Boston that bring along their accent with them, and it's getting lost a little bit. You'll hear that Boston accent more in the rural areas where there has been a lot of outside contact. Like, I'll give you an example. Throughout this entire trip here, I haven't even heard one person talk like that. Robert says South Boston, Dorchester, you hear it? I guess so. It gets a little bit chilly here in the shade where there's no sun. I gotta be careful of these cars though, because it's so busy. Are you gonna yield? Thank you. Everyone wants to turn here. Angie Seward, thank you so much, Angie, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it, Angie, as I trip over a crack in the tile on the sidewalk, or this one, I don't know which one I did, but thank you, Angie, for the support. Boston, fix your sidewalk. That's Boylston Street and Ring Road, private way. Eric says report the sidewalk. I probably could, but I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it because this bank here, First Republic Bank, is running into some troubles. If you watch the news, they received like a capital injection from JP Morgan and this, so I don't know if they're going to have money to fix the sidewalk, but hey. Oh, look at this. It looks like it's not just them either, but the sidewalk is not in the greatest shape. There's Fidelity Investments across the street. Some people dressed in costumes, cosplaying. Is there some kind of a like anime convention going on here that I'm not aware of?
I want to see again.
Like, and there's pedestrians walking.
Yeah, he's a police officer.
And he's a campus police. He's not even Boston.
Here's the Apple store. XMN says Boston will spend the entire summer digging up the streets that don't need repairs, but they don't dig up the sidewalks. I think there is some kind of a cosplay event going on. Prudential Center. Oh, there is anime Boston going on, Rob. I had no idea. Well, that's cool. We got to see a lot of people in costume here. Here's the Tesla dealership. That's probably why it's so busy around here too. It's drawing a big crowd. The investigator asking if the reception is bad. Looks okay on my front. I have 6,000 kilobits per second, which is the max that I see outputted. Why, is the video off or something?
We're there like maybe 5 minutes after you guys. Okay. I really don't care.
It's probably in here in the Heinz Convention Center. I think you need tickets to get past this point. How's it going? Yeah, on YouTube. I never even knew this was going on. It's a surprise. I'm seeing everyone in costumes and everything. Oh, it's off, and I don't know why. It's kind of strange. It could be the connection because there's a lot of people here today with the anime convention, but on my end I see 6,000 kilobits per second and a perfect connection.
You don't want to go to an Irish bourbon pub?
The only other thing I could think of is that I updated the Prism software this morning, but that should make the connection better. How's you? Thank you. Christopher says I need to take a trip to Boston one day. Yes, you do. Great place to visit. Jose says no buffering, but much more pixelated than your usual streams. Something must have happened then, because I don't know. And to give you an example, this is my T-Mobile connection, right? It shows full bars of service. There's my live stream, right? It's not even loading. Yeah, or my friends.
It's much easier to.
But what can you do? It's out of my control at this point. Let's walk away from this area, see if it's better or not. Oh, Mark, you heard other live streamers complain about the new Prism update. Is this something with the software again that broke the live streaming? Because I'm going to be very upset if that's the case. There's a lot of people here for this ramen spot, Hokkaido Ramen.
That's why we do the, you want to see?
Huh? Oh, I've seen some.
Louise says Boston is a beautiful city. My niece lives there. This is Newbury Street, also known for high-end retail.
Oh, yeah.
Next up is Commonwealth Avenue. Yeah, Pruzy, I'm getting kind of a sense it might be the signal because my T-Mobile connection is not really working well to load any kind of videos. I mean, now it's loading fine. I mean, from here it looks like it's okay. It doesn't look pixelated to me. But I have the sound off. I'm not sure how well the video and the audio is syncing. Here, I'm gonna test something out. I'm gonna count to 3 and we'll see how well this audio syncs. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. I think I saw some pixelation here. It's like... I'm gonna count to 3 and we'll see how well this audio syncs. 1, 2, 3. I kind of see what you mean by the pixelation here. Yeah, this is Let's see. It might have been the update, but the audio and the video seems to sync well. It's just the picture quality is not good. I hate when Prism does these updates and they change the way it works and they break it. I want to take a walk on the next street after Commonwealth Avenue. The trees here are starting to bloom now. Yeah, Jose, I see what you mean. I saw some pixelation from my phone too. But regardless, it's out of my control at this point. I'll try to look at the settings the next time I start another live stream to see if it can be fixed. Yeah, Mary Ann, I'm headed towards the Charles River, but I won't be going there. I was there a little bit ago when I went to the west end of Boston. I want to see the blocks over here. This is Marlborough Street.
Like in some ways that's nice, but like, I don't know.
XMN 12380 says I should ride the duck boat tour one day. That would make a good video. Yeah, maybe I should. There's a very cool looking street. Although with drop-offs on the sidewalk like that, it could be a little bit dangerous. All brick lined. You know, the Back Bay neighborhood, by the way, is all landfill. This was not originally here when the Europeans discovered Boston. Joanne 8W. Carla and James's picture is okay. They may have not have updated the prison map. That may be the difference, but it's hard to tell because I started from an area that was kind of busy with the anime convention. This is such a nice area to walk. I like this better than Commonwealth Avenue, actually. It seems a little bit more condensed and has more of a neighborhood feel. Harrison Zierenberg, do I know the difference between a commonwealth and a state? I actually do not. But I know Massachusetts is official name is the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, but it's also a US state, so. This would be a good video to do for a just a regular walk and not live stream. Let's head down to Fairfield Street. And maybe we could check out Newbury Street for a little bit. Armando Lewin says Park Slope too. It's funny you mentioned that. It does look very similar to Park Slope in Brooklyn. In fact, if you were to take a picture here and got rid of the street signs, I think it would be very hard to know between the difference between Park Slope and Back Bay. I think I see some cherry blossoms up ahead. Tall 32 guy. I have owned Android phones, and what I thought of them, they're great phones. They do what they have to do. The software works well. I would not mind getting an Android phone. I still have one, by the way, over any other kind of phone. Tall 32 guy says, but you like iPhone better. I prefer iPhone because it's just easier for me to transfer files between people because they also use iPhones. And also it's better for live streaming because the iPhones generally have better thermal management than the Android phones. I've used a Samsung Galaxy series and I'll be live streaming for half an hour and then I'll turn off because it's overheating. Yield to pedestrians.
You know, that's what I was thinking.
That woman almost made a right turn into everybody. How do you say I'm walking here in a Boston accent? These magnolias are almost about to bloom. Mary Ann Concy says you love that neighborhood. It's a great neighborhood.
2016.
I really like the vibes whenever I come in here. And there's a good mix too because you go over to Boylston Street and Newbury Street, it looks way different than here. And then once you go to Marlborough Street, it's different too. Commonwealth Avenue, you have a median on both sides. I think I see a small bird there. Let me see if I can still catch it before it runs away. Look at this, it's like looking for bugs. I know the picture's kind of pixelated, but Anybody know what kind of bird that is? Because I can't tell the species.
They have dining, they have 4 restaurants. They have events, they have. Well, it's like.
I thought it was a blue jay, but it's different. It's not blue. It might be some kind of woodpecker.
It's a white-breasted nuthatch.
White-breasted nuthatch? Oh, thank you. They told me the species. White-breasted nuthatch. It's even making. So this is the species. White-breasted nuthatch. It's a species of least concern. Robert says it didn't look concerned. Nope. Lena says bird watching in spring's perfection for bird lovers. I do enjoy bird watching. Debt Riggs, we're not going to Fenway Park. I'm going to head to Newbury Street and Boylston Street. Maybe we'll hit up the Boston Public Garden.
Okay, where are you going? You're turning around that guy.
These trees are blooming very fast, by the way. Just a few days ago, all these trees were all brown, but now I'm seeing some hintings of green and red sprouting on the branches. Spring is coming quickly to Boston. Soup says, how much does a seaplane cost to go from New York City to Boston? A lot of money. I don't know how much, but you could look it up. Lots of people here on Newbury, oh my goodness. Geronimo S., how's my experience in Boston been? Very good. Having a great time here in Boston. The last few times I've come here in the Back Bay, it was very quiet. I've come here when it was cold and there weren't that many people out.
That's the one from my mom.
Tape, yeah, from your mom. Was she a pilot?
Armando says you love the weekly Metro Pass. It's the best way to travel around Boston and New York City. Yeah, I believe that weekly transit pass, especially if you use it frequently, is an excellent value. I've already gotten my value out of that transit pass just in the first 3 days of using it. The first day, if you consider not having to take a taxi from the South Station to where I'm staying. This is the second time I've encountered a closed sidewalk here in Back Bay. I guess they're doing a lot of construction around here. Well, they have a makeshift crosswalk here, temporarily. Soup Explorer says, imagine how narrow the roads are. There's a lot of honking around here. But today is a lot of delays. There's a lot of people here driving around, walking the streets. A lot of crowding on the green lines. There's usually some closures on the orange line. It ended up being a very good day here in Boston. This morning was cold. Someone in the chat says that Back Bay looks like Brooklyn. The girl across the street waiting for the light is wearing a Brooklyn shirt. Here's Brooklyn, New York. Bar Salty. I'm Just a Girl says you maybe just want to visit Boston. It's on your list for this year. Excellent. I hope you have a great time here.
You look like a hug.
Yes, that's right, Mary Ann. Lots of people will be arriving next weekend for the Boston Marathon on Monday. I think that's the final marathon in the group of marathons they need to compete in. to race. That makes him one of the most watched sporting events in the world. Boston Marathon. Durf says, why don't you come to San Jose? One, because it doesn't really fit my schedule. Two is things cost money. And we can't just, on a whim, say I want to go to San Jose. Who's paying for the trip, right? And three, we have some personal issues that we need to attend to. Hey, how are you? Great day today. Take care.
I think speaking
Yeah, Robert says San Jose's 3,000 miles away as well. That sure is, on the other side of the country. I've been trying to reach out to tourism boards and hotels as well to see if there's any kind of collaboration opportunities available. But sometimes those can be hard to come by. Crikey 73 says, seems like AK sticks to the east coast of North America. Well, that's where a lot of the locations I want to visit and a lot of the places that I have business with are located. So that's why it seems like I stay there. But believe me, I'm looking way beyond that as well. I have not seen the streets of Back Bay this crowded in a long time. Actually, ever. This is the first time I've ever come here. It's been this crowded on the streets.
The menu's a tarot card.
We have to go.
Seriously? Yeah, like I can totally see it.
Like, come back, you know, like when we, what do we?
That's like 5'2".
This one was actually a good quality. Yeah. It was,
Steph says, any future plans for overseas trips? I'm always planning. There's a cool little cafe called the Thinking Cup.
Did you remember? Oh, we're on this.
Yes, Lorraine, there's a beautiful church here. I think I may end up walking to the Boston Public Garden, and then I'll end this live stream. I feel like doing a little bit of a walk around the Back Bay. It's a very nice day to do it. This is the Church of the Covenant. Looks like there's some excited passengers on that trolley bus there, tossing a water balloon. What else are they doing? Is this a tour? Yeah, mobsters and lobsters, that's what they call this. They're gonna get their money's worth for this tour. Oh, I cannot play Eye of the Tiger on this live stream.
Also, people are about.
Yeah, Gux, Cato's, New York City will be very busy as well tomorrow at the church. That's right, they have the Easter parade. Yeah, Flea, I'm not doing that right now.
We've been here, haven't we?
You should take the devil in the white dress.
Remind me, I have a couple suggestions.
Josephine Halligan with £2. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support.
Guck mal, die Leute. Look at the next one over.
Okay, I made it to the Boston Public Garden, but I'm in the mood to record a video here through the Back Bay, especially since I know this live stream is giving people issues right now with the pixelation. So I might as well record a video in higher quality. It feels like I've been doing this area not enough justice. So on that note, I'm going to end my live stream here. I want to thank all of you for coming out today, and hopefully the pixelation solves itself on the next live stream, or the software is updated to deal with it. But I really hate it when things are out of my control and it messes up the experience. But appreciate all of you watching. Thanks for your understanding. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye, folks. Take care.